Hello friends, NMIMS welcomes you to your rendezvous with the knowledge stream of logistics management. This presentation consists of the 9th lesson named Supply Chain Management. Supply Chain Management, or SCM, is the management of a network of interconnected businesses involved in the ultimate provision of product and service packages required by end customers. It spans all movement and storage of raw materials, work-in-process inventory, and finished goods from point of origin to point of consumption. Owing to its significance in this lesson, we are going to study the process of supply chain management. It follows from the previous slide that after studying this lesson, you should be able to define supply chain management, differentiate between supply chain management and logistics, discuss the purpose of supply chain management, develop a coordination of different departments and SCM, understand the structure of distribution channel. Supply chain management can be understood as a systematic strategic coordination of the traditional business functions and the tactics across these business functions within a particular company and across businesses within the supply chain. A supply chain is a network of facilities and distribution options that performs the functions of procurement of materials, transformation of these materials into intermediate and finished goods, and the distribution of these finished products to customers. More often than not, businesses have many plans to do so. SCM provides a strategy, a mechanism through which these different functions can be integrated together. While as a layperson, we can say that the main objectives of SCM include decreasing operational costs, improving flow of supplies, reducing delays in distribution and increased customer satisfaction, brings compelling bottom line benefits to the enterprise. We should also know about the purposes of SCM as presented by Cope and Duffy. According to them, SCM also aims at more collaborative, timely product development, reduction of channel inventory and product obsolescence, reduction in communication costs and customer support costs, new channel capability, ability to enhance traditional products and customer relationships. Pertaining to the definition of SCM as discussed earlier, SCM comprises of 4 major decision domains. They are location, production, inventory, and transportation. The locations of the supplier, the production unit, and the warehousing locations have vital importance in the logistics function. As far as production is concerned, though we source the right materials from the right vendor, it could be converted to finished products at the desired speed only if the production is functioning according to expectation. Inventory management also holds a very important position in the entire logistics function and focuses to manage the level of inventory and minimize the total cost of inventory after taking into consideration the stockout costs, the carrying cost, the order cost, and the cost of acquisition inventory. The structure of transportation problem involves a large number of shipping routes from where several supply origins to several demand destinations. The objective is to determine the number of units which should be shipped from an origin to a destination in order to satisfy the required quantity of goods or services at each demand destination within the limited quantity of goods or services available at each supply origin at the minimum possible transportation cost and/or time. The relationship of supply chain management and logistics can be understood by the fact that logistics refer to interface activities that occur in a single organization and typically include processes such as procurement, inventory, storage and distribution, and in some cases maintenance. Council of Logistics Management defines logistics as that part of the supply chain process which plans, implements, and controls the efficient flow and storage of goods, services, and related information from point of origin to the point of consumption in order to meet customers' requirements. Thus, the key issues of logistics effectiveness, which are core to supply chain management, are movement of product, movement of information, time or service, cost, and integration, both internal and external, both organization and system. Since SCM involves harnessing various functional resources and inputs in order to deliver final goods to users at the right time and place, it is bound to be interconnected with other departments of an organization. Let us first understand SCM's relation with marketing. In order to support the sales force in their new supply chain management roles, sales managers need to train, support, and encourage supply chain activities and logistics expertise. To achieve this goal, sales managers must also adopt a new orientation and embrace new management techniques to enhance supply chain performance. Further, by developing a supply chain orientation for R&D, an intelligent manager would lead to opportunities for lower costs, improved customer value, and competitive advantages for the long term. As it is already obvious, understanding the different types of production systems better enables managers to design and develop the production system that is most suitable for the specific supply chain market environment. Also, the professionals have to ensure that their back-end systems, information technology, and logistics infrastructure is in shape to gear up for the surge in retail spend and opening up of opportunities. The just-in-time concept is practiced with the adoption of information technology in the logistics domain so as to ensure maximum efficiency. For all these reasons, coordination is extremely important between the departments. The success of the business requires coordination of SCM with all the departments, that is, planning, purchasing, inventory, production, and transportation. The increased complexities of business have given rise to increased complexities in structuring the distribution channel. Let me ask you a question. What is a distribution channel? The channel is the arena within which a free market system performs ownership exchange of products and services. But the complexities have made them a virtual battlefield of business where a firm's ultimate success or failure is determined. The figure here shows certain prominent structures firms can adopt to determine their distribution channel network. In the traditional channel arrangement, different channel members usually alternatively perform a specific function. For example, storage may be performed by a manufacturer, wholesaler, or retailer, while market financing might be performed by only one institution for the overall distribution channel. But as you can say yourself, that in actual practice, some types of businesses can introduce economies to the logistical process because they are capable of performing essential functions better than others. The most notable in terms of the sheer number of firms are for-hire transportation and warehouse service companies. Additional special service providers include material handlers, custom brokers, pallet providers, and packaging designers. The management of supply chain relationships involves working out logistical solutions that introduce simplification and standardization to reduce duplication and associated waste in order to achieve as much synergism as possible during product assortment. To fully appreciate the importance of developing logistical relationships, it is essential thus to understand how assortment is accomplished in a channel arrangement. Last but not the least, let us discuss concentration. The use of a consolidated channel structure reduces overall transactions since the customer can place a single order to the consolidation warehouse rather than placing separate orders to each manufacturing facility for the specific items produced there. Let us check our progress now. There are 3 sentences and we have to tell if each one is true or false. Sharing information with supply chain partners through EDI and the internet has been detrimental for companies. True or false? False. Supply chain enables the flow of products, services, and information goes both up and down the chain. True or false? True. The third statement says that a limitation of SCM is that it increases operational costs. True or false? False. Now before we finish, let us give the entire lesson a brief revision. A supply chain is a network of autonomous or semi-autonomous business entities collectively responsible for procurement, manufacturing, and distribution activities associated with one or more families of related products. The 4 major decision domains in supply chain management are location, production, inventory, and transportation. The successful implementation of SCM requires coordination of it with all the departments, that is, planning, purchasing, inventory, production, and transportation, which is enabled by using ERP application software. Distribution channel includes the wholesaler, retailers, distributors, and different agents.